Recently, Breaking Bad has been highly regarded as a TV show, so much so that a lot of people consider it to be the greatest show of all time. Now, I don't know exactly where I would have it on my list, but it definitely makes a case to be in my top 10. Speaking of how good it was, a big reason on why it was so good and why it performed so well is because of the actors that were in it. It's been a little bit over 8 years since Breaking Bad's final season released, so today I'm going to be explaining where the actors are today. Before I get into the video though, be sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and drop a comment stating who your favorite actor is from Breaking Bad. Now without further ado, let's get right into it. Obviously the first actor who I'm going to talk about is none other than Bryan Cranston, who played Walter White, aka Heisenberg, in Breaking Bad. Bryan Cranston has been a very popular actor ever since the early 1980s, including his big role in Malcolm in the Middle. But as far as for the younger audience, a lot of people know him just from Breaking Bad. Now, although Bryan Cranston is now 66 years old, he's still playing a lot of roles, and today we're going to talk about him. Since Breaking Bad ended, he's done a lot of roles for different movies and even won a lot of awards, but he's also done a lot of stuff in the past 2 years. And obviously, if you haven't seen Better Call Saul, I suggest you do so because he does make an appearance in Season 6. That released this past summer and they filmed that in 2021, but in 2022 he is currently playing a New Orleans judge, Michael DeSato, in the Showtime drama called Your Honor. He also has 3 different films in production: Asteroid City, Argyle, and Jerry and Marge Go Large. It often happens that some actors are limited by their greatest roles, but with Cranston, that's not the case. With his ongoing success in film, television, and theater, he has ensured that he will be working in all 3 realms for years to come. Bryan Cranston also co-owns a tequila brand called Dos Hombres with none other than Aaron Paul, who played Jesse Pinkman in Breaking Bad. Aaron Paul is another actor from Breaking Bad who's had a lot of success since the show ended. In addition to multiple movies, I would say Aaron Paul's biggest role since Breaking Bad has been Todd Javez in BoJack Horseman. He voiced Todd Javez in BoJack Horseman from 2014 to 2020, and he was also an executive producer of that show. From 2016 to 2018, he starred in The Path on Hulu, and in 2019, Aaron Paul starred in the sequel for Breaking Bad called El Camino. If you guys haven't seen that movie, it reveals what happened to Jesse Pinkman following the events of Breaking Bad. In 2020, he joined the cast of HBO's Westworld, which recently got cancelled. And then Aaron Paul also made a return in the final season of Better Call Saul alongside Bryan Cranston. Today, he continues to run his business alongside of Bryan, and I'm sure he's waiting for his next role. Next up, I have Anna Gunn, who played Skyler White, who was obviously Walter White's wife. After the ending of Breaking Bad, Anna Gunn landed a role in Grace Point as the main actress in 2014. She also starred in the movies Shades of Blue, Deadwood, and Sully. Most recently, in 2022, the actress also starred in a 4-part audio play podcast called Numbered Days. It looks like the actress is still pursuing an acting career, and I'm sure she'll have a lot of success in the coming years. Moving on to Dean Norris, who played Hank in Breaking Bad. Norris has continuously worked in both TV and film following the end of Breaking Bad. In 2013, he starred in Under the Dome and then landed a role in TNT's Claws in 2017. And then in 2020, he came back and made an appearance in Better Call Saul. Most recently, Dean Norris has been doing a lot of cameos for fans on TikTok because I see him all the time on my For You page, and he also recently opened a restaurant in California. Dean Norris is now 57 years old, and I'm sure he's living the life and probably still open to taking another role. Moving on, I have RJ Mitte, who played Walter White Jr., who was obviously Walter White's son. Shortly after the Breaking Bad finale, the celebrity ambassador for United Cerebral Palsy landed a recurring role on the Switched at Birth in 2014. He has also appeared in films such as The Recall, Dixieland, and Standing Up for Sonny. In 2019, he appeared in 2 episodes on the HBO's Now Apocalypse, and Mitte is still acting and is a strong advocate for people with disabilities. Next up is Betsy Brandt, who played Marie Schrader, who was Hank's wife in Breaking Bad. Betsy landed a lead role in the CBS Life in Pieces in 2015 and starred in all 4 seasons. And in 2021, she starred in the Christmas movie called Housewives of the North Pole. And finally, Betsy also made a cameo appearance as the recently widowed Marie in the series finale of Better Call Saul in August of 2022. Moving on to my favorite actor from Breaking Bad, and that is Bob Odenkirk. Odenkirk led the Breaking Bad prequel series Better Call Saul from 2015 to 2022. Additionally, he's appeared in movies like Nebraska, Fargo, The Post, and Little Woman. In July of 2021, he suffered a heart attack while on set for Better Call Saul and was hospitalized, but later he recovered and was ready to rock and roll after that. He went on to release a book called Comedy, Comedy, Comedy Drama in February 2022. Yes, I said comedy 3 times because that's in the title. After the Better Call Saul finale in July of 2022, AMC announced that Odenkirk will return to the network in 2023 with the new drama called Straight Man. It was also recently announced that Nobody 2 will be coming, and Nobody 1, which was in 2019 starring Bob Odenkirk, was amazing. Being one of the most talented actors on the cast, Bob Odenkirk has a lot of success in front of him. Moving on, Giancarlo Esposito, who played Gus Fring. Giancarlo went on to rack up credits in films and in TV shows, including Once Upon a Time, Westworld, The Boys, and The Mandalorian. He also starred in Better Call Saul from 2017 to 2022, obviously playing Gus Fring. Most recently, it was announced that Giancarlo will be starring in the new Netflix original called Kaleidoscope that is coming out on January 1st, 2023. Giancarlo is another one of those actors who has had so many roles since Breaking Bad, and I'm sure he will have so much more. And finally, I have Jonathan Banks, who played Mike Ehrmantraut. After Breaking Bad, Jonathan obviously starred in Better Call Saul and El Camino, which were both sequels and prequels for Breaking Bad. He also went on to appear in films such as Horrible Bosses 2, Authors Anonymous, and Mudbound, and also had a memorable cameo in Parks and Recreation. Most recently in 2020, he played former Director of National Intelligence James Clapper in The Commie Rule. Jonathan Banks is now 75 years old, so it is unclear if he'll actually be pursuing new roles. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like, it helps me out a lot, and also let me know if you guys want me to do another version of this video but with the lesser known actors from Breaking Bad. I appreciate all love and support, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.